Hello dear friends, Alana or Mr. Clear, and today we're going to work in my junk journal, which is a songbook featuring Ciao Bella DELTA collection. When I saw these papers, I thought about my village, my granny, and my childhood. So I've picked up a song called Rodina, which is, I think it's motherland in English, and it is about good old days, about childhood, and it's saying that when you feel down in your life, you just can go back in your memories to this safe place where you felt comfortable and happy, and this feeling supports you through the hardness of being an adult. Yeah, and I do love this song so much. So I've picked up these two pages. I didn't have enough left from the previous project, but I wanted to use this page with the lake and the boat and birds, so I've decided just to add a piece from another paper, the same collection of course. So yeah, I used white gesso because I wanted to make it more vintage, and for that bright colors are not that good. So I just added some water to my white gesso and applied it here and there with a brush. You really want to be light-handed because you don't need to cover up the whole ornament. You want to actually see through your white paint. And now I'm applying some texture using a mask by Ciao Bella as well. It's something woodish, it looks like wood. And now we are going to work with our focal points. I've picked some pictures. These are just the random pictures from the internet. I do not know the author sadly because they are from Pinterest. This is a girl with a duckling and a girl with her granny. I suppose they are looking at old photos. And this is the girl on an old car with her brother maybe or her friend. And of course birds and feathers. I will cover up this white border because because I want this old look, and bright colors, especially white colors, are not good when we talk about something vintage and that stuff. So sepia and brownish are always better, and it is pretty comfortable and convenient with this blender when you have a big image, but when you have something small and delicate like these feathers, it's better to use markers like I do, because you do not want to cover the whole image with that paint, just the border, maybe a little bit more, but not the whole page of course. And it is easier to work with these small details like small feathers and everything, literally. Yeah. My marker is, I believe it's an alcohol marker. It's by Vista Artista, the Russian company. Okay, so now we are going to make some shading and to blend brownish colors like this walnut stain, and then vintage photo, and then gingerbread. And as it looks pretty plain, I decided to go through mask and apply this pattern on the paper with the lyrics as well. You do not want to cover it totally, but here or there will be good, like that. Later we are going to add some shading, like to cover the borders and maybe make some wrinkles. And now we're going to work on the quad, pretty the same. I just printed it on a laser paper, and as far as I do not sadly have coordinating stamps, I just decided to go with feathers, because when you have feathers and birds as your focal point, some more feathers won't be bad. At this point it is really important to move it and to rotate it, I mean the stamp, so your feather is looking into different directions. It looks more natural. And then I use the smaller one. I do not use an acrylic block because the stamp quality is pretty good, so you just can pick it up with your finger just like that. You do not need to have a perfect image, but you can do that even with a finger. Sounds funny, isn't it? Okay. And on the quad pieces I do the same because I have a lot of plain places, and I've decided to go with a small feather, and it kinda helps to blend everything together. So yeah, I do love the look, and I will distress this holder. That's it. And now we are going to use some wax. If you do not have any, you can easily skip this step because it's not important at all. But my texture paste was with the stone effect, and I just wanted to show it, and to show it you just need some kind of metallic paint, maybe acrylic metallics, or well, wax works the best. If you have some patina or something like that, would work awesome. Yeah, like that, really light-handed and not everywhere. Better less than more. Always remember about that. It is easy to add, but it is very hard to get rid of extras. Yeah, time to glue. And I do not glue it like totally everywhere. You do want these wrinkles to be some kind of volume, so you do not want it to be totally flat. I even make more wrinkles right now, as you can see. Time for the holder. Yeah, sorry for the background noise. I record this voiceover in the kitchen, and yeah, it's summer, cars and that stuff. Okay, so here we have the bird, and it flies from the previous page to the next one. That was the idea. Now we're ready to work with our focal points, and I place these pictures as I want them to be. I want them to look like some family portraits hanging on the wall, same as these feathers. So I just glue the feathers first hand, and then I will be working with my portraits. As far as I want them to be like something hanging somewhere, I need some stripes or some place to hang them. So you want to punch some holes. I do both sides, and then I use this thread. I believe it's baker twine, and I just secure these little pieces in the back with a scotch tape. You do not need any glue here, it will be safe anyway, and you want to continue it many times. If you have problems with the thread, you can just put some glue on it. It will be easier to work with it. Yeah. Now I'm going to use a brad as a nail, and all my portraits will be hung on it like that. Looks pretty good, I think. I will secure it like that, and now I won't use any glue. Time to work with my quad. I didn't have enough place for it, so I had to get rid of one of the lines. Not a big deal, really. Job done, and we're almost ready. Now we just need to darken the edges. Sorry for the voice. I still use this walnut stain, and I want it to look more vintage, older, like that. And I darken 3 borders only 3 borders, 3 edges. As you can see, the last one, the inner one, isn't touched. Yeah. The second side as well, 3 sides, and the fourth one is untouched as well, because they will work together, like it will be the middle of the spread of the layout. Now it's time for some drops, and I will be using black gesso for that. Just gesso and water, that's it. I've covered the faces, the pictures themselves, and we are ready to add splashes. Yeah, like that. Not a big deal, easy to do, and that's the result, and I'm totally happy with it. I like it. It gives me such a warm feeling, and it brings some memories back, so I love it a lot. I hope you got inspired, and if you liked this video, give me a like, I will know and feel more. Thank you very much for being with me. Stay safe and see you very soon. Goodbye.